We will turn now to the radical extreme socialist Democratic Party. Tonight, we, the American people, you should be alarmed. Just 24 hours ago, all the Democrats running for the highest office in the land basically pushed a Venezuela-style socialism as the solution to all of America's problems. By the way, they didn't talk once about the American economy and the revival under Donald Trump. Shocking. Not even a single question from their friends in the media mob. They called for a hostile government takeover of the entire private health care industry with proposals to kick all Americans off their private health care plans. Not an option. They called for a hostile government takeover of the private energy sector, putting all oil and gas companies out of business. Hate to tell you, that's the lifeblood of our economy. And boy, what a setback that would be now that we are, for the first time in 75 years, energy independent under Trump. They called for government-run universal child care, pre-K, government-mandated wages. Oh, let's see, vacations, healthy food, retirement, everything's free, free, free. They even pushed government-mandated gun confiscation from law-abiding citizens. Socialism 101, and it is now the status quo. There are no moderates inside the Democratic Party. Now, we start our debate analysis with creepy, sleepy, crazy Joe 30330. And his once-strong poll numbers have taken a dive, and for good reason. Well, if you ever had a fastball, it's long gone. I don't think he even has a, well, softball. And by most accounts, Biden's debate performance was a rambling, confused disaster. The only person interrupting Joe was Joe. Look at your screen. All starts with an apparent problem inside of Biden's mouth. This is very bizarre, this whole thing here. Look at this.
A measure to require expanded background checks died on the Senate floor. If you couldn't get it done after Sandy Hook, why should voters give you another chance?
Because it got done before. I'm the only one up here who's ever beat the NRA. Only one ever beat the NRA nationally.
All right, believe it or not, it only got worse from there. It was not a good night for Biden. Here's more tape.
The option I'm proposing is a Medicare for all, in a Medicare for choice. The president my friend from Vermont, as a young congressman, as a young councilman, play the radio, make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night, the phone, make sure the kids hear words. I'm the vice president of the United States.
Hate to say it, I don't want to see his medical records. He looks like he's aged 20 years since he left office. I don't know why. Biden's performance was actually so bad, some of the other Democrats on stage actually questioned his state of mind. Uh-oh, yeah, they went there. Take a look.
They do not have to buy in.
You just said that. You just said that 2 minutes ago. You just said 2 minutes ago that they would have to buy in. You said they would have to buy in.
Have to buy in. If she qualifies for Medicaid,
are you forgetting what you said 2 minutes ago?
Are you
forgetting already what you said just 2 minutes ago? I mean, I can't believe that you said 2 minutes ago that they had to buy in, and now you're saying they don't have to buy. You're forgetting that.
There are definitely moments where you listen to Joe Biden and you just wonder. But I don't know. Look.
Senator, are you saying he's just too old to be president?
No, I'm definitely not saying that, because I've listened to Joe Biden over the years and often felt like there were times that he is going on or meandering in his speech.
Uh-oh. They're going there. Maybe he just had a really bad night. Maybe he's not a great debater. Maybe he's not good at speaking and campaigning. Now, Sarah Palin, I thought, beat him in that debate pretty handily. One thing is certain, if Biden somehow limps across the finish line, wins his party's nomination, I think the president, President Trump, I think he'll be pretty happy with that result. Anyway, no matter who the president faces in the general election, well, frankly, we can all expect Democrats to once again weaponize the politics of race. Now, we see it every 2 and 4 years. I have given the history on this show many, many times. They pretty much call half of America racist, white supremacist. Republicans are racist, sexist, misogynist, homophobic, xenophobic, Islamophobic. Oh, they want dirty air, water. They want to kill children. They want grandma and grandpa to eat dog food and cat food before they have Paul Ryan throw them over a cliff. Didn't change last night. They were in rare form.
Racism in America is endemic. It is foundational. We can mark the creation of this country not at the 4th of July, 1776, but August 20th, 1619, when the first kidnapped African was brought to this country against his will and in bondage and as a slave.
Racism,
Racial bias.
Systemic racism, racist,
Systemic racism.
systemic racism,
Racist.
white supremacy,
Racism.
white supremacy, racism, white supremacy is racist,
Systemic racism.
systemic racism.
There is institutional segregation in this country.
Now, last night, when Democrats weren't busy playing the race card, they dedicated a lot of time to really pushing their insane socialist policies. Medicare for all, very expensive, and you can't have private insurance. Take a look.
On Medicare for all, costs are going to go up for wealthier individuals and costs are going to go up for giant corporations. But for hardworking families across this country, costs are going to go down, and that's how it should work.
Every study done shows that Medicare for all is the most cost-effective approach to providing health care to every man, woman, and child in this country.
Anyone who can't afford it gets automatically enrolled in the Medicare type option we have, et cetera. But guess what? Of the 160 million people who like their health care now, they can keep it.
Now, when you hear Medicare for all with no private insurance option, okay, as bad as Obamacare Keep Your Doctor Plan Save Money was, think of that 1,000 times worse with no exit escape hatch. As it stands now, because of Obamacare, nearly 40% of all U.S. counties, nearly half the country, they only have one insurance option in the Obamacare market. Only one choice. That's 40% of the country. Premiums, nobody saved money. Premiums have skyrocketed, and many people lost their doctors. And the federal price tag for all this suffering will be trillions of dollars. Under Medicare for all, that system, it will even be worse. You don't get to keep your doctor plan. In fact, in a Medicare for all system, every American would even lose their private health insurance. The government would be the only insurer. And guess what? To top it off, your taxes, they're going to explode. That's right, according to multiple studies. Look at Bernie's Medicare for all plan. It comes with an estimated price tag of 24 to 36 trillion. That's with a T dollars over 10 years. In other words, our entire federal budget is only $4 trillion a year. Well, to put it another way, all of your income taxes will need to pretty much double just to cover that cost of that one program. That doesn't include the Green New Deal, and there's more, because almost every Democrat, they support a version of the insanely expensive Green New Deal to battle so-called climate change. Look at your screen. Bernie Sanders, he wants to spend a whopping, I'm trying to figure out, scratching my conservative head here, $16 trillion. $16 trillion. Even the so-called moderate Amy Klobuchar has a plan that costs more than $1 trillion. That's on the low end. But that's just the tip of the iceberg for Democrats and their big socialist plans, literally to take the greatest system of wealth creation and pretty much destroy it in about 24 hours. Take a look.
We should be talking about rehabilitation. Nobody should be in jail for a nonviolent crime.
I'm going to do something unprecedented tonight. My campaign will now give a freedom dividend of $1,000 a month for an entire year to 10 American families, someone watching this at home right now.
Start with our babies by providing universal child care for every baby age 0 to 5, universal pre-K for every 3-year-old and 4-year-old in this country.
Everyone up here favors an assault weapon ban. Everyone up here favors magazine limitations.
This is an incredible burden on millions and millions of young people who did nothing wrong except try to get the education they need. We are going to cancel all student debt in this country.
Kamala Harris said, it's not about cost, it's about an investment. Every time you hear the word from a politician about investment, that means raise your taxes. And we're investing. That's what we're doing. But one of the more shocking proposals from last night's debate came from Beto, Bozo, Robert Francis O'Rourke, who made it perfectly clear he's coming for your guns. Get ready.
You said, quote, Americans who own AR-15s and AK-47s will have to sell them to the government, all of them. You know the critics call this confiscation. Are you proposing taking away their guns, and how would this work?
I am. Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47. We're not going to allow it to be used against our fellow Americans anymore.
Hell yes, only the criminals will have those. If you stand back and observe all the Democrats and their radical extremist proposals, you're going to find one common theme: centralization of power and money in order to protect law-abiding Americans from themselves. It is a scary ideology. If America doesn't reject it, I see a lot of trouble ahead.